All right, well, you still have to come out the vehicle. Once I tell you to step out the vehicle, you have to step out the vehicle. Let me see your hand. Let me see your hand. Let me see. Hey! Let me see your hand. Let me see your hand. Stand one.
These are the moments when cops faced dangerous women, starting with the case of a woman who hid her weapon from the cops and later opened fire at them to avoid jail. On January 9th, 2021, a horrific incident unfolded when a woman suddenly ambushed an officer. The sequence of events began when CPD officers noticed a vehicle illegally parked in the area. As the officers approached to address the violation, 2 occupants exited as instructed, but the woman in the driver's seat refused to comply, hiding something in her hand and ready to do whatever she could to avoid jail.
By the way, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I ain't gonna let my leg fucked up.
All right, well, you still have to come out the vehicle. Once I tell you to step out the vehicle, you have to step out the vehicle.
What is it, 16th and what?
Come on, let's go today, shorty.
Alright, shit. I'm sitting on my coat though.
Let me see your hand. Let me see your hand. Let me see. Hey! Let me see your hand. Let me see your hand. Let me see your hand. Hey! Stand one. Shots fired! Shots fired!
Put your hands up! Don't move! Don't move! Don't move!
Put your hands up!
The interaction escalated very quickly. The woman suddenly brandished a firearm at one of the officers, but the officer managed to reach a safe distance and take cover. However, the woman didn't stop there. She fired at the officers. In response, both officers fired their weapons to protect themselves from the immediate danger. But once the firing stopped, they weren't sure if the suspect had been neutralized or not.
Put your hands up!
Shots fired! Shots fired! Get back in! Get cover! Get cover! Get cover!
Are you anybody injured? This is 170.
Stick your hands out! Stick them all the way out!
I see your hands!
North, come from the north.
The officers didn't get any response from the car, but they couldn't risk moving in just yet. The woman could still pose a deadly threat. On top of that, there were still 2 other men who had been involved with her earlier, and any wrong move could have put all of their lives in danger.
Alright, I got both of her hands. She's not going to shoot back. There's both of her hands right there. Get them out of here.
Get the other one, get the other one.
You got cover?
Yeah. She's not responding anymore. Put your hands up!
Put your hands up! You got the right? You got the driver? She's not moving, don't move your hands! Go ahead, I got you, I got cover. Go ahead, I got cover. Get off the car. Okay? Talk to me.
As backup officers arrived, they quickly moved in and safely removed the woman from the vehicle. Emergency medical teams responded shortly after and transported her to a local hospital. Fortunately, her injuries were not life-threatening, and she survived. No one else was hurt during the incident. The suspect was later identified as Kashana Davidson. Records revealed she had prior convictions and was on parole at the time. Following the incident, she was charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault of a peace officer and 1 count of unlawful use of a weapon by a felon. Next up, you will see how a dangerous criminal stole a police cruiser and took the lives of 2 innocent people with it. On February 1st, 2024, officers responded to a disturbance call in Marion County, Florida, about a woman who tried to steal an elderly woman's car. Deputies were sent right away to Forest Plaza, and Deputy White was one of the first to arrive. When he got there, he found the woman, later identified as Kendra Boone, in the plaza parking lot. But as he approached, she managed to trick him into thinking she was the victim. And what she did next was truly shocking.
30 to 40,
Walk over to the back. No. Stop! 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 Get those bands just got in my car, took off. Eastbound on Highway 40 past the substation.
Kendra Boone was a dangerous criminal who had somehow slipped through the justice system and remained free. As Deputy Witt approached, Boone suddenly ran to the patrol SUV, climbed through the open passenger window, jumped into the driver's seat, and took off, nearly hitting him in the process. She led officers on a high-speed chase, driving recklessly and putting lives at serious risk. But it didn't last long. At high speed, Boone lost control of the vehicle, and that's when tragedy struck.
Signal 4.
Signal 4 station 1033.
Stay away from the car! Stay away from the car! Back up! Back up! Back up! Back up!
6316, back signal 4, send next 1018.
We got another vehicle over here. You guys okay? Hello?
Signal 4, another vehicle.
You guys okay? I'm not getting a response from them. Hello?
The crash was devastating. The pursuit came to a sudden end when Boone slammed head-on into a pickup truck, and the impact proved fatal. Emergency crews arrived quickly, but Boone was pronounced dead at the scene. Inside the truck were 73-year-old Earl Middleton and his 72-year-old wife, both of whom tragically lost their lives. What came out afterward was even more disturbing. Kendra Boone had a long criminal history. She had been arrested 18 times in Volusia County between 2009 and 2014, and faced multiple arrests in Marion County from 2020 to 2021. In 2022, she was convicted and sentenced to 2 years in prison, then received another 30-month sentence. But because of concurrent sentencing and credit for time served, she was released just weeks before the deadly crash. During a media briefing, officers even displayed a 20-foot-long rap sheet outlining her history.
This is her criminal history. This is it. Criminal history. Zach?
Sheriff Woods voiced his frustration, saying, "If this person would have been in jail, I wouldn't have 2 dead innocent people." Many in the community were outraged. One person commented, "This woman had an arrest record on paper, 20 feet long, and was still on the street. The judges that kept releasing her should be held accountable." Another added, "This is what pisses me off. 2 innocent people died because of her actions." Next, you'll see how some female students and one of their mothers fought with the cops and left officers badly hurt during the chaos. On April 24th, 2025, a high school fight turned into complete violence when some students, along with their mother, fought 2 school resource officers and hurt them very badly. It began as a routine end to the school day, but quickly turned into a series of disturbing events when the officers responded to the parking lot where the fight had occurred.
No, I'm not. Yeah, no, the fuck I'm not. No, get the f*** off to me!
Hey, don't do them.
Now! Head off!
the officers tried to arrest one of the females involved in the fight, the other female suddenly turned violent. Within moments, it escalated into a full-blown fight. Multiple students turned their attention to the officers, pushing and striking them in the middle of the chaos. The situation got even worse when some students started directly fighting the officers. The officers struggled to handle the females as they were aggressive and started to overpower them. Things got even more out of control when one of the girls' mothers showed up in the parking lot and started fighting with the officers, trying to get them to release her daughter. That's what triggered the daughter and the others to go even harder, and together they ended up hurting the officers very badly.
Relax and we'll talk. Don't touch me! Don't you touch me! Don't make it worse! Stop! We're gonna fight! Don't fight! Her down! I don't think you're grabbing on her! Sit down! Get in the car! Just relax! Relax! It doesn't matter! Get off her! Get her! Get that off of her! Get off of her!
Sit down! Sit down! Sit back! You're gonna
Get on the ground! Put your hand behind her back! She's hit my kid!
In the video, the female officer is seen being pulled by her hair as she tries to step in. At the same time, the male officer is hit several times by another student while attempting to control the situation. He struggles as more individuals overpower him. Eventually, the officers arrested the mother, but the other females involved got away. The San Bernardino City Unified School District quickly responded, confirming both officers had been assaulted. And even though the entire incident was caught on video, no charges have been filed against those females to this day. Next up, you will see how a woman tried to hit the officers with her car and nearly took one of their lives. On March the 7th, 2025, a simple welfare check on a possibly drunk woman is about to turn into a life-or-death situation for two officers, as one of them ends up getting violently hit by the suspect's car and nearly loses his life. When the officers first got there, they made contact with the woman, and at first, the interaction seemed normal. But once the officer noticed something illegal, things started to take a violent turn.
Hi, what's your name, ma'am?
Why are you calling? Why?
We got called to come check on you. They were concerned.
There's nobody concerned.
There was. We got a phone call.
For
What's going on today?
who did you get a call from?
I don't know. It was an anonymous caller saying there was a white.
I know,
trooper
that's
sitting-
what they keep doing that. You know, they did that in Nebraska with my children. They keep calling in false reports. Nothing.
Officer James talks with the woman, later identified as 53-year-old Melanie Udell, and the conversation seems pretty normal. Meanwhile, Officer Anderson is speaking with the witness who originally texted 911. But during that time, Officer James noticed something was not right. He smells marijuana and alcohol coming from the car, which backs up their suspicion that Udell might be impaired. When he asks her to step out of the vehicle for further investigation, that's when Udell started to execute her violent act.
Have you step outside of the vehicle here?
No, you're not.
Turn off the car. Turn off the car.
No.
299, she's fleeing.
get out of the car! Get out of the car!
Get out of the car!
299,
399, she almost struck me. Get out of the car!
Show your hands!
399, Metro, she struck me. Shots fired.
Udell was completely set on hurting an officer. First, she tried to hit Officer James, but he managed to push himself away, avoiding being run over. But Udell wasn't done. She backed up again, then hit the gas. This time, she deliberately turned the SUV toward the officers, and Officer James didn't make it. He was hit by the car, and the impact was so strong it launched him several feet into the air. Seeing this, Officer Anderson acted fast. He drew his firearm and opened fire. Udell was hit multiple times and was neutralized.
Shots fired! Officer hit! Show your hands!
Metro, she struck me. Shots fired.
Show your hands! Show your hands!
Back up! No, back up!
Show me your hands!
Fuck, I can't move.
We got help coming, James. Stay there.
Officer James sustained serious injuries to his head, hands, and legs, with the head injury being severe. Paramedics quickly arrived and took him to the hospital, where he was treated and released later that day. However, follow-up evaluation showed more serious damage to his knee, which will need surgery and extensive recovery time. Udell was also taken from the scene but was pronounced dead shortly after arriving at the hospital. Very little public information has been released about Melanie Udell. She wasn't known to local law enforcement as a violent offender, but on that day, her actions were deadly. Next up, you will see how a dangerous mother shot her own son and then tried to take out the cops. On March 27th, 2024, a chilling domestic violence situation unfolded in Pacifica, California, when a mother shot her own son and later attempted to do something even more horrific to the responding officers. But before we get into that, let's listen to the 911 call made by the victim.
Hello? Hello, please. Hello, please. Hello, please. Hi, what's the address for the help? Please. What is the address for the help? What is the address you need the help?
2562 Crystal Boulevard, Pacifica. Gunshot. Please, bring police.
Hold on.
Please.
Hold on. Confirm the location. You're talking too fast. What is the address?
2562 Francisco Boulevard.
Okay. And what happened?
Gunshots.
Okay. Were you shot?
I was shot twice in my arms. I can live, I think. Please bring me ambulance.
Who did this? Who shot you?
My mom, Chinese woman in her early 50s. I don't know if
Mom
it's...
shot you?
Yes. My birth mom.
Okay. What is your name? What is your name?
After gathering more information from the caller, officers responded quickly to the scene. Meanwhile, the son was hiding in the bathroom, terrified and badly wounded, calling for help. When officers arrived, they saw the suspect, Michelle Arrayas, driving out of the complex. They attempted to stop her, but Arrayas still had the gun in hand and was ready to do the unthinkable.
Hey, it's right here. 2562's right here. Hey, stop! Stop! Charles 3, shots fired, suspects down.
As Arias came to a stop, she pointed her gun at the officers. In that critical moment, fearing for their lives, the officers fired their service weapons, striking Arias. They immediately rushed to provide life-saving measures, but paramedics later pronounced her dead at the scene. After the shooting, officers found the victim hiding in a locked bathroom, badly injured. Thankfully, his injuries weren't life-threatening. He was treated at the hospital and later released. Next, you will see how a woman armed with a knife attempted to fight with the officers but failed miserably. On November 9th, 2024, Phoenix police officers responded to a call about a woman reportedly armed with a knife at an apartment complex. When officers arrived on scene, they found the woman behaving aggressively and violently. Despite repeated commands to drop the weapon, she refused, and within moments, the situation took a dangerous turn.
You're under arrest. Drop that knife. Put your hands on now. Okay, come down. Get on the Get on the ground. Hit again. Don't do it. Don't do it.
We got another one. This is fine. Drop it. You're gonna get shot.
I'm out.
You're gonna get shot.
Don't let her go in there.
Do not get in there. You will get shot. You will get shot. Put the knife down. Dude, put the knife down. You will get shot. Put it down. Put it down. Put it down.
The woman was later identified as 32-year-old Sarah Cohen, who had a history of mental health issues. For several minutes, officers tried to de-escalate the situation and used less lethal force. They fired 5 foam projectile rounds, hitting her in the leg, but they failed to stop her and only increased her aggression. Cohen still refused to drop the knife or back down, making it clear she wasn't going to surrender without a fight.
If you make entry into that apartment, we will shoot you.
I'm not trying to get in the apartment. I'm trying to ask my
You need to put the knife on the step. Put the knife on the step. You will get hit with the 40 again.
Sometimes I go in there.
I'm gonna hit you again.
I go in there.
Ready?
Yeah. Put the knife down.
I'm trying to like go like this.
Put the knife down.
Guys, I'm bleeding.
734 India. We need fire to stay.
Drop the knife or I'll hit you again.
Need the shield.
I'm bleeding.
Get down.
Get down.
Put the knife down.
Do not cut. 998.
As Cohen began descending the stairs toward the officers while still holding the knife, one officer, realizing the imminent danger, fired her service weapon. The shot struck Cohen, causing her to fall down the stairs. She was taken to the hospital for treatment and survived her injuries. Following the incident, the Phoenix Police Department recommended aggravated assault charges on an officer, but it remains unclear if those charges were ever formally filed. If you found this video informative and want to see more like it, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel.